Hi everyone, welcome to this video. I've had a few people messaging me lately asking me what I would recommend for an affordable tattoo pen style machine. And when I came across this particular machine on the supplier's website, I jumped at it, to be fair, because it's by a company called Kwadron, which are based in Poland. You should have heard of them, to be fair. They're really renowned for making good quality needles. And when I'd seen they'd made a tattoo pen, I was really interested. Now, Kwadron have been really clever with the pricing of this machine, I think, because they've not priced it in the £500–600 bracket where you'd probably just go for a Cheyenne pen or a Spectra Zion. They've actually priced it at £260 plus VAT, so about £312 I think altogether. So it's not ridiculously cheap that you'd start thinking, you know, Chinese crap, but it's not in the higher price range where you'd just probably go for one of the Cheyenne or the Spectras. So just with the pricing, like I say, I think Kwadron have been pretty clever with that. So here it is. Let's take it out the box. This is what you get. So you've got just the user manual there. It's just basically telling you all the stats of the machine and whatnot. I'll run through the stats of the machine with you in a moment. There's a key there that opens up the machine and you can change the spring if you need to. And you've got some spare springs in there as well, and some seals which go where the grip is inside. So here's the machine. This is the business. Now, the first thing I noticed about this machine, it's really light. It actually weighs 130 grams, which is the exact same weight as the Cheyenne pen. And you can see it's pretty much the same size as one as well. Difference being this is RCA connector at the top as opposed to like a headphone jack. So I'll tell you about the stats of this machine. The stroke length is 3.5mm. The needle depth can go up to 4.5mm. It's got a 5-watt motor. Obviously I've just said it's got RCA connection. The grip is 25mm, which again is the exact same as the Cheyenne pen. And the overall length is 11.8 centimeters. Now, one of the first things I check with any new pen style machine is a feature which I personally think should be built into all tattoo machines like this, with cartridge machines, and it's the feature that when you take your foot off the pedal, the needle automatically retracts. And because it's a really good safety feature, because you don't want needle just hanging out, you know, because you can catch yourself on it or anything like that. And thankfully this machine has got that built in, so the needle automatically retracts when you take your foot off the power, because there are some machines that don't do it, and it's really annoying. And I think it's pretty lazy as well on the tattoo machine makers' behalf, not putting that feature on them. So well done to Kwadron for including that on this machine. Now I'm going to plug it in for you, and this machine is without doubt the quietest machine that I've ever used. It is like super quiet, so let's just put that in there for you. The camera is probably picking that sound up, but that is really quiet, and what comes with that is like virtually no vibration at all on it. I mean, I'll place that in my hand. You know, that's running at 9 volts at the moment. Super quiet. Really well balanced machine as well. It's nice to hold, you know, it feels comfortable in your hand. So I have done a test run on this machine. I've used it for about 2 or 3 weeks now. Done a few tattoos with it just to see how it performs, so I could give you guys my opinions on it. Now, when it comes to lining with this machine, the running voltage at this machine is between 7 and 11 volts. So basically you can't run it past 11 volts. And it's only a personal thing. It does line well, but what I had to find, I had to slow my hand speed down quite considerably to match the machine's speed. And again, like I say, that is just a personal thing, and it's because I'm used to using a Cheyenne pen and I run it a little bit faster than what this machine does run at. But that said, it does put the lines in, it puts them in well, but like I say, I just had to slow my hand speed down just a little bit to compensate for the slower speed. I just felt like it needed maybe an extra 2 or 3 volts just to make it that little bit more punchier and a little bit faster. I would have been a lot more happier with the lining on it. I think there is another model of this. I think it might be called the Turbo or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but I had a fleeting look at something that popped up on my computer. So maybe that one runs a little bit faster. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's what I thought this was lacking. But like I say, for the price and for the company that's built it and everything else, I'm not saying it doesn't line well, because it does. I just had to slow my hand speed down a little bit. Where this machine excels and makes an absolutely amazing job is when it comes to shading. It's just set up so soft. I'm pretty sure this is the softest hitting machine I've ever used. It's so soft that, you know, when you're doing like black and grey work or anything like that, or like blending colours, it's an absolute pleasure to use. So I shaded with this around about 10 volts, 9.5 volts to 10 volts, and like I said, it just put those blends in, those shades in like butter. I mean, I would recommend this for an all-round machine anyway, but if you want something specifically as well for black and grey, I would definitely recommend one of these. You're not going to be disappointed with it at all. So I'm just going to rig up a cartridge into it, just to show you the automatic needle retraction thing I was telling you about. That's it with the cartridge in. Just hook it up again. There you go. See, as soon as the power comes off, needle goes in. You can adjust the depth of your needle just by twisting the grip. So if you twist it anti-clockwise, it will obviously make the depth more shallow. Twisting that. There's hardly out on that. And then if you go the other way, twist it clockwise, you'll notice a massive difference. Look at that. And that's probably about how much that I actually have sticking out when I'm tattooing, about that much on it there. So that's another really great feature of this machine, that it does give you quite a lot of needle depth, a lot of needle hanging out there. Just look that again. Well, the overall feel of the machine, it just feels like a quality machine. You know, you hold some machines and they feel a bit, you know, the grip rocks here and stuff like that, and it just feels like if you dropped it, it'd fall to pieces. This feels really solid. It's definitely a well-built machine. So there it is, guys. That's the Equaliser Proton pen by Kwadron, and another just really cool feature, which I'm sure you've noticed, is it lights up when you put power through it. You know, what's not to like? Machine that lights up like that, really cool. Yeah, I think Kwadron have made a really good machine, and I definitely recommend that. So yeah, looking around about £300 marker, and you'll get yourself a decent machine, which it's good for lining. It's amazing for black and grey work, for shading. So that's all there is for this video, guys. If you liked it, don't forget, as always, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and there'll be loads more videos coming soon. Cheers, guys.